What's this podcast called?
Come on now.
Come on now.
Yeah.
Hi, I'm Nitish Sakhuja. Come on now. The podcast. Hi, I'm Nitish Sakhuja. Listen to Come On Now with Jam Easy, Jamuel, James Cummins. Yeah.
Guys, welcome back to another episode of Come On Now. I'm your host, James Jam Easy Cummins. And today, joined by a real special guest. He just dropped a comedy album and a special on YouTube. Person, you might know him from smoking blunts and telling jokes. Guys, welcome to the show, Nitish Sakhuja. And the crowd goes wild. This is really... Have you ever had people chant your name before? Have you ever heard Nitty, Nitty? Or would they go, Nitish, Nitish?
No, never. I've never been a...
If you wanted them to,
Yeah.
would you want them to say Nitty or Nitish?
I guess Nitty, Nitish, Nitty. I think Nitty will go better.
Yeah. A Y on the end of the name goes good. Yeah, that's why James kind of doesn't work that good. Jamesy, Jamesy. People don't want to chant that.
I'd rather people chant, though. Huge dick. Huge dick.
Would that be sick?
Yeah.
After like you do such a good special that people are like,
and then,
this guy, I can tell he's got a huge dick.
Yeah, but then I pull my pants down, it's tiny.
Oh,
but then
shit.
they keep chanting huge dick because they're my fans.
They're supportive.
Yeah, exactly.
And their support knows no bounds.
And it's 2023, so they have to.
In 2023, we have to accept that small dicks are big dicks?
Whatever you say it is what we have to accept what it is.
That's interesting. That's an interesting take.
You know?
That people have to, if I pull out my dick and a girl says, oh my God, what do you even do with that little thing? Excuse me? This is a fucking horse cock.
Yeah, exactly.
This
And
thing
if she
is
doesn't
huge.
accept that, you fucking call her job and get her fired.
Hello? Yeah, I saw your receptionist, Catherine.
Yeah, she sexually assaulted me.
By calling my penis small.
Yeah.
Well, sir, is it small? I mean, what do you call small, you bigot?
Yep.
Anyways, we do have water here if you'd like.
Thank you.
What's your stance on tap water?
I mean,
Are you for or against?
I'd like to drink bottled water because I feel like I can't see where it's coming from, and they tell me it's fresh, so that's
Right.
better than me thinking it came out of my tap. But I drink a lot of water, and I drink tap water from my house.
I drink tap water a lot.
But whenever I'm out, I grab like a bottle of water. I drink a lot of Perrier. I like the
Perrier.
bubbles.
I like the Bublés.
I'm a Perrier guy.
I had some Perrier in the fridge, just finished it. I wish I could offer you one.
No, it's okay, bro.
I got to start stocking the fridge better for guests because it
I
is
didn't
nice to
expect
have
you
options.
anything, honestly. No
Really?
offense.
You meant it in an insulting way?
No.
Like, what'd you expect to walk? Yeah, based on what you walked into, is this how you expected me to be living?
A little better than I expected you to be.
A little better. Okay, nice. Yeah.
But now I'm just seeing it. I'm like, is this where you bang Hannah?
No, we're friends. We don't even shoot a podcast here. We do that at her house.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh.
I have a bed in the other room.
I know. I saw it.
And you know what? That bed, I just got a new bed frame, and it's actually perfect height for me to hit a girl from the back. Like, you know how I don't
No
know
matter how tall the girl is?
How tall are you?
6 feet.
Also, mind the back of the. You know what I
Oh,
mean?
my bad. I
Hell
hate
yeah.
this microphone.
Are you
thing.
6 feet? Do
Yeah, this thing has a weird smell to it. Can I take it off?
you want to trade?
No, can I just take it off?
Yeah, sure.
Okay. So
I don't know if that's gonna affect it, but
smell it and tell me that doesn't smell weird.
I don't know, man. It's been in a bag in my car, and now it's here.
Jam Easy Funk.
6 foot.
6 feet.
I'm 5'7".
How's it feel?
So I don't know what beds are like normally for you, but sometimes I gotta get on my tippy toes to fuck a girl from the back.
Okay.
If it's like a higher bed, like
Yeah,
a
I guess
hotel.
it varies. Every bed's different.
Hotel rooms usually have a higher bed, and I do
Yeah.
like them. Like sleeping on a high bed is nice.
Yeah.
But when you want to fuck, like I'm a kind of guy that if I'm hitting it from the back, I like to get my feet on the ground so I can apply some pressure, right?
So in the hotel, do you take the bed closest to the wall and stick your feet against the wall?
Yeah, I should. Sorry. Yeah. No, that's not bad.
Give you
No,
some leverage?
I'm just tippy toes, like so they don't know how bad I'm struggling, but my calves are feeling it the next day.
That's why you gotta get to the gym, bro, so you can do that.
True, calf raises.
Yeah, bro. And then you can bang however you want.
That's facts. Yeah, but the point is, my new bed, perfect height.
Perfect height.
Perfect height. When I put it,
And the height of the girl doesn't matter? Or man?
I mean, I have to test out a couple fellas before I can get back to you with that. Okay. Before I can get back to you with that. But so far, it's been on point. Because I think no matter what height a girl is, it should be maybe her torso's longer. Maybe she has longer legs. But usually her knee to her waist isn't going to be much variation. Knee to waist ratio.
Yeah, you never know.
And that's what I bend them over on, their goddamn knees.
Okay,
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah. And we
So
all
get a
have fun.
stool, a stepping stool.
Oh, yeah. But then you just feel the pussy dry up. Did I just hear him drop a stepping stool under the bed?
No, you don't drop it there. You have it there.
He's really climbing
you
up
just
here.
have it there.
Have you ever fucked a girl that was too big for you to handle? Like that you were like, this is hard to get my hands around here.
No. Like, you mean like fat?
Fat or tall?
No.
Have you ever fucked a girl taller than you?
No.
Fair enough.
Actually, when I was in grade 9.
Damn.
But
Wait, what age did you lose your virginity?
15.
That's pretty good. Were you always a cool guy? You seem like a cool guy, but a lot of comedians weren't always cool people, right?
I mean, I'm just like average.
I mean, you were fucking at 15. That's all the coolest guys I know were fucking at that age.
No, I grew up in a ghetto area.
Okay.
I went to a ghetto high school.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody was like, no, man.
It wasn't somebody you loved though. It was just a girl. Was it
No, it was just a girl. It was just like a neighborhood.
Was she a neighborhood slut?
Alright. Yeah, whatever. I don't want to degrade people. It was
That's
a long
fair.
time ago. If I think about it, as a child porn.
And is slut degrading or is it a powerful position?
I don't know who you're asking. If you ask a normal person, they'll probably say it's degrading. But
I don't know. I love sluts, and when I say somebody's a slut, I mean that from like a loving perspective. Like,
yeah,
man,
I guess it all depends on context. You can't say that every time.
True.
Your girlfriend just cheated on you. You call her a slut, and you mean it in a loving
Fucking slut.
Yeah.
No,
Context.
I wouldn't mean
Everything is context.
I wouldn't mean that. Have you been cheated on before?
I don't know. I don't think so.
Fair. I don't think so either. There's one time where I had a little suspicion, but I never had hard evidence.
Yeah. I don't think any, maybe. I don't think so. It's never come up. I've never found anything unless it's been behind my back. And
that's where most of the cheating takes place, behind your back.
Let's not.
A girl that will cheat right in front of you,
There's some guys out there that'll
that's some
accept
savage
it.
shit. Huh?
There's some fucking guys out there that'll accept it, and we have to accept them.
True. True. I was just talking to someone about this the other day about like cucks and stuff, and like the theory is you want to watch another guy fuck your girl, which would disgust me. I would throw up. I would cry. It wouldn't be fun for me. But then, do those guys get mad if that girl just fucks behind their back? He's like, you didn't even let me watch. Like, is that what they're mad about?
Probably.
A little betrayal, right?
Probably get mad. I don't know. Probably. I don't know, man. I guess everybody's different, bro.
Do they get mad and the girl's just like, shut the fuck up, you cuck bitch, and then the guy gets like excited about that?
Probably.
Maybe
There's some guy who got yelled at by his mom his whole life. That shit like gets him fucking going.
Who was the scarier parent in your house, mom or dad?
My mom for sure.
Yeah, just yelling, or did she hit?
Oh, both.
Both.
She would hit us and she would yell at us. My dad worked a lot of night shifts, pretty much my whole life. So I would only see him for a couple hours. Like when I was just before I was going to bed, he would be like getting ready for work, and then I'd see him in the morning before I went to school.
Okay.
Like that. And he was always just fun because he hardly saw us. My mom was a disciplinarian, and she hit us with whatever she could grab nearest to her.
Yeah.
And then as we got older, she'd send my brother at us.
Your older brother would beat you guys?
Oh yeah, my brother would beat the shit out of
What's
me.
the age difference?
4 years.
4 years, but he was like a second parent kind of thing.
Yeah.
That's my.
Well, we're cool now. But,
Yeah. My sister's 3 years older, and not that she would hit, but she was like a third parent too. Like if I was getting in trouble at the dinner table, you want your sister or brother to stick up for you?
What the fuck background are you? I can't even tell. I've never known and I've never asked. You're just a white guy?
My dad's Irish. My dad was born in Ireland.
Okay.
And then my mom's just pretty Canadian. There's a little French in there, like
Okay.
great.
I see it now. We could also be like kind of like an Arab.
Really?
Buddy,
if I knew that, I'd change my name.
Or something. When I see it.
I would, buddy. What kind of Arab?
I don't know. Like
Start
some
taking
sort
advantage
of,
of this.
you know how there's like light skinned Arabs.
Yeah. Like Lebanese.
Yeah, or even like
Persians and
a Hezbollah type of fucking guy. You know what I mean?
That'd be sick.
You look like Hezbollah's older brother or something.
Yeah.
If Hezbollah grew.
That'd be dope. I'm a giant Hezbollah. I'm gonna put that in my bio, yo. When I was talking about which parents would discipline, why did you need a clarification on what my background is? Because certain.
No, I didn't even think about that.
Okay.
I just realized that your name is Jam Easy.
yeah. Easy's a Irish last name.
Yeah, exactly. Is it Cummins?
Cummins, yeah. And Cummins is a super Irish last name too.
Yeah, you
but
never got made fun of for your last name being Cummins?
yeah, when I was in elementary school, people would say, James, come in to my house. And that was before they even knew about cum.
Yeah.
And then people would say, what are you, Cummins in your pants right now?
Yeah. James Cummins
And then I would say, someday, one lucky lady's going to be Cummins for the rest of her life.
Oh,
because when I marry her,
nice.
give her my last name.
Nice.
But
she's either going to be the most satisfied or the most unsatisfied woman in the world.
because of the name, like the built-up name?
Yeah.
I thought I was going to be Cummins, but I've been...
Yeah. That's going to be on the divorce papers. He never made me Cummins.
Never? I would once in a while, but I don't know about all the time.
Yeah, no, I'm with you.
It's hard, man. To make you come all the time?
What am I, a machine?
Yeah, what the fuck? What do I have all day? This is crazy, yo.
I'm just a mere man.
Some girls are built different too, right? Some girls are easy to make come and some are tough. Like some girls are the Rubik's Cube that you just press and it goes, it fixes itself. And then some girls, you're fiddling with it all day.
Yeah, man.
Can't figure
some
it
are
out.
built like Toyota Siennas and some are built like Corvettes.
Yeah. Sometimes you got to learn how to drive stick.
Yep. And some might look like they have BMWs, like BMWs on the outside, but they got Tesla's engine on the inside.
Some you got to drive on smooth pavement. Some you can take off road.
Yeah, some you try to crash, and some get repoed.
Some you'll let your friend borrow for a weekend. Some you won't even let other people eat in it.
Some you need to get insurance on, but you don't, and it'll get you arrested.
We all know the type.
Yeah.
Yeah. What was your first car?
My first car was like my own car, or like the car I got to drive.
Even like a hand-me-down, whatever. The one that you were whipping around in
for
as
my
a high school kid.
So like the first car I got to drive around, like borrow from my parents, was a Honda Accord. It was like a 98 Honda Accord. It was fucking awesome. It was a V6, so it was nice and powerful. But
high
then
school?
that I got to take the once in a while. My brother's Civic, it was, I don't remember what year it was, but it was a two-door basic because we were fucking poor. So it was like the floor model, like turn the windows down yourself. And then my uncle, my first own car, my uncle he bought a new car and he donated me his old car, which was like an '02 Altima.
Okay.
And I fucking drove that till the engine burst on me on the road and just fucking...
It burst on the road?
Yeah, just fucking like...
And did you just leave it there or did you try towing it somewhere?
Well, I was in Brampton. I was going up like Kennedy, making a left onto Steeles.
Okay.
Or no, left onto Beauverde.
Okay.
And then midway through the left turn, it just fucking blew on me and rolled into the intersection. And then got $200 for it, for someone to tow it away forever.
Fair enough. You got paid to do it.
I got paid $200.
Yeah. But you didn't have to pay for the tow at least, so that's nice.
No, they kept the car and probably made like a...
That's what happened with me too.
Yeah.
I had a Buick Rendezvous hand me down. When my dad left the house, he left his car behind. He's like, "You guys take it.
Maybe one day we'll rendezvous."
Yeah, exactly. And we did. But that thing, I just beat the shit. Never got an oil change. I was just a fucking idiot with it.
Yeah, you didn't have a dad. You didn't know.
I didn't. My dad left. When they're like, "This hasn't had an oil change in 4 years," I'm like, "Wait a minute, that's exactly when my dad left." Yeah. So it did like apparently you can get by without oil changes for a while.
Yeah, it's not good for the car though.
It's not.
I get it.
No,
Or maybe it's a scam. I don't know. I don't know what's real anymore, bro.
Everything's a scam.
Everything's a lie.
Like, I remember when I was working with a guy delivering packages, courier thing, and we were at the gas station, and he didn't turn off his car to pump the gas. And I'm like, "Don't you need to turn off the car to pump the gas?" And he's like, "It's a lie. You can just leave it running."
Yeah, it's just for safety in case something happens. But yeah,
but things like that, you realize in life, it's like, I've been fucking playing by these rules my whole life, and it's just not that serious. I thought it was gonna like blow the car up if I did that.
I hate people that don't cross the light when it doesn't have the walk symbol yet, even if there's no one driving and the streets are empty and they wait.
If you're walking and you see,
and like, you know when you're walking and it's like you're waiting at the cross light and it says "Don't cross yet," but there's
no one.
It's empty.
Yeah.
And then they wait. It drives me mad, bro.
And then you walk by them and they're like, "Look at this fucking asshole."
And I'm like, "What's wrong with you guys?"
Yeah.
Holy shit.
I had that happen recently when I was in Montreal, like on the weekend. Fucking, I saw everyone waiting, and there was like, it was a one-way traffic too, so you didn't even have to look both ways. Half of your work is done.
Yeah.
You look one way, and that's it. And they were still like just standing there, like waiting patiently. I'm like, "What are we doing, yo?"
Fucking pisses me off. I can't explain why, but it angers me.
So okay, I want to go back to you being in high school and being a cool kid.
I wasn't cool. I mean, I was all right.
Did you bully at all, or were you a bullier or bullied? Any nicknames for Sakhuja?
Neither.
Did anyone say like
Neither.
Suck my Kuja or something like that?
The tits sometimes.
The tits.
Yeah.
When you were chubbier.
Titty. Yeah.
That's good.
Yeah. I was mostly Nitty. No, just Nitish. Nitty didn't start till like later. Yeah, man. I was just Nitish. I was just middle. You know, no one fucked with me. I didn't fuck with anyone. I chilled with everybody.
Yeah.
In high school, my group was like, we had all these different, like, I grew up in Rexdale, and like my high school was all the people stuck to themselves. Like, we had a Somalian hallway, we had a white people hallway. You know what I mean?
What would happen if you went to the wrong hallway?
Depends who you were, and it was just, we just know that's where they're all grouped together. Like there was the Caribbean hallway downstairs, where it was a mixture of like the Trini, Jamaican, and Guyanese people who all like the same music and shit. You know what I mean? There was a Dawson's Creek hallway. That's what we called it for all white people, right?
Yeah.
The Somalian hallway. You can't walk through with the thing of fries or they're just, yo, give me one. And then by the time you come out, it's like, seagulls got me. You know what I mean? Yeah, it was just fucking different. And my group who hung out was like the UN. We had like one of everybody. It was a very diverse group.
Nice. Getting different cultural perspectives.
Yeah, exactly. It was everybody from different, like, a few of us from the same high school or from middle school, a few from that we've met in high school. And it was just a big different group. And it was guys and girls, you know?
Yeah.
It was cool. I was cool with the people who were on the basketball team. And I was cool with the guys who were really good at, like, math and shit. Yeah. You know what I mean?
I feel like you've brought that energy to comedy too. I feel like you're cool with everyone. Like you're cool.
Yeah, I don't have no beef.
You know what I mean? Yeah. Like a lot of people that other people complain about, you're probably cool with them, and you're cool with their enemies. You know what I mean? You're cool with both sides of the fence. Is what I'm saying.
I try not to fucking,
Have you ever gotten in any drama in comedy, or you've been chill the whole time?
Not that I can remember. I've been pretty chill.
Like no one ever wronged you when you were new, that you were like, fuck this guy?
Neil Griffin stole my show. The one you did at Jack's Backyard.
Yeah.
That's pretty much it. I mean, like...
And even then, you're still cool with him.
I don't give a fuck.
You don't really care.
That show sucked.
Yeah, you're like, take it.
Imagine I was still doing that. I'd shoot myself in the face.
It was like handing somebody just a flaming bag of shit.
Yeah, bro. Like, everything in life is how you take it. Nothing is that serious.
Yeah. No, it's true. Even like...
Especially comedy.
Yeah.
What the fuck? Just be funny. That's all that matters.
But it is like some high school shit sometimes with comedy. Like,
yeah, it's when you're not being funny, when you're not worried about what's happening on stage, you're fucking worried about off stage because you're worried about what's happening to other people's lives.
Yeah.
When you're all up in somebody else's career.
For sure. And sometimes like
worry about yourself. Fucking worry about being funny, and then everything else will eventually work out. Just like be funny and have a good attitude.
Yeah. Having a good attitude is part of it too.
Huge part of it.
And just worrying about yourself, run your own race. I find like a lot of guys. So when I was new, at least, I'm still new. I'm still like in my early years, whatever. But
so am I. I'm a baby. I'm gonna hit 13 years in next November.
When do you think
I'm still a baby?
When did you decide, like, or not decide? When do you think like you became like a comic? Like you're like, I'm a comic now. Like the first couple of years, you're figuring it out. But when
to this day, I feel like a fraud sometimes.
Really? That's crazy.
Of course. Until sometimes then people come up to me like there's younger comics and they talk to me. I'm like, it's crazy that you think of me this way. Do you know what I mean? It's
yeah.
I feel like a fraud. I go through imposter syndrome still.
Am
I a comedian? Am I really a comedian? I fucking, when
I
ask myself, what have I really done? I don't feel like I've done a lot. I think I'm funny, but I know that every time I do something else and I think about like how I used to be like, I can't believe I haven't gotten Just for Laughs. It's been 10 years of doing comedy. I can't believe I've gotten Just for Laughs. But if I think where I was 10 years ago or at my 10-year mark to where I even am today, I'm so happy it didn't happen. You know what I mean? I wish my opportunity will happen now versus then.
Oh, yeah.
So, like, even if I have to wait a couple more years for something, I'm not a comic that's like, I don't do the same shit over and over again.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
You're always growing.
I'm trying to fucking get better. So I'm excited to see where I get in 2 years to fucking, so I hope by then I get something, you know what I mean? But of course I want something, that's the ego, but it's just patience and just work on your craft, fucking be a samurai, you know what I mean? Fucking don't worry about all that other shit. Just fucking worry about being funny and then watch the person who has 10 credits 10 million credits over you.
Yeah.
And, you know, just whatever. Just smash and let them go after you.
Right. And one thing I've realized for when I promote shows, if I'm producing a show, when I was doing the one in Brampton, I would say this person's been on Just for Laughs. This person's open this. It doesn't change anything. It doesn't make anyone want to come see the show. Either way, you have to build your own brand, whether you're getting credits or not. So I've got like a little butthurt over like not getting stuff sometimes, but I'm like, whatever. What does it mean? Like, Ernie's one guy that told me that like early. He's like, don't worry about that stuff.
Yeah,
like,
bro.
It's such a.
I'm just about to do my first ever TV taping. 13 years.
Which one?
For Winnipeg.
Congratulations. Yeah.
Thanks, bro.
Sick,
but it's gonna be CBC, which is cool. But like,
it's not. Your
and people
forte.
don't even watch TV anymore.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah, I don't have cable.
Yeah.
You have cable?
No. But I'm super excited to do the festival. I'm happy to finally get it. But like, the game has changed so much. Everything I thought I wanted, I don't even know if I want anymore. It doesn't matter. I just know that. I just hope that when I'm like older, I'm still getting funnier and I'm still getting work. That's all that matters.
Yeah.
Because at the end of the day, I'm telling jokes, bro. I get to do this.
Yeah.
For a living. I wouldn't live very happily off just comedy, but you know, you have to do a million things, bro.
Yeah. Last year I was unemployed for a couple months, and I felt like I got so much better at comedy during that time because I was doing just all the sets and all my, even just having like the carefreeness of like, I haven't worked a hard day all day and now I'm going to do comedy. Like my brain was working better. So there is something to like only having comedy as a hustle, but it's hard to get there.
But there's also that nice thing about having that grind every day and having to work every day. And then going out and forcing yourself to do comedy all night is like you're having way more life experience during the day. Because let's be honest, when we don't work, there's a whole lot of nothing going on.
For sure.
You know?
For
and
sure.
then that well can dry up real fast. And now you're just like relying on your same shit. Because you get lazy. Sometimes you need that shit. Or you got to have something else. Get up early. Give yourself a routine. Make sure you're fucking, you know, get a little workout in. Get your blood pumping. You know? Even though you're not working, you have to force yourself to do something that feels like work. That was the hard part I've learned about when I had free time at first. The first time I had free time, I was fucking pissing it away, sleeping and shit. And I still piss away a lot of my free time, but I get up most mornings, go to the gym and shit, you know.
How much weight did you lose?
At my highest, like 80 pounds.
80 pounds. And what was it that made you like, what sparked the change that made you fucking start getting in shape? Because you went from... Like, I don't remember you being like a fat guy, but you were obviously chubbier.
I was pretty fat. I just hit it well.
You hit it well.
You know?
Good sweaters.
Yeah.
Same with me, man. A lot of people don't know I'm fat until I turn to my side. When we're face up, they're just like regular guy. And then you get a shot of me. If I'm in a t-shirt and they get a shot of me from like this angle, buddy, I look like a massive, yo.
Because I actually have a very small frame. And I was a pretty big guy. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, it was just, I was chunky, you know? But yeah, before I turned 30, everyone always told me that after 30 it gets hard. So on my 29th birthday is when I really like said, okay, I'm going to do this before, you know, I turned 30. And then also it was like maybe a couple months before that I went on vacation to BC with my girl.
Okay.
And we went to go climb a mountain and I couldn't climb it. I got maybe a quarter of the way, not even, when we were with two of her friends. And then I gave up and went back down and they went.
Yeah.
And I took a nap in the car for 2 hours.
Buddy, I've been there.
Yeah, it was nice though.
Banff. I went with my ex-fiance. While she was still my ex-fiance, we were just going on another trip together just because we still enjoyed each other's company. But we went on a fucking hike. That was like a 6-hour hike, and 2 hours in, I'm like, "What? This? I've had enough hiking." Like I like the view from the bottom better than the top too. Like it was a beautiful
That's
Lake
just because
Louise.
you're lazy and mad.
No, I'm telling you, Lake Louise from the bottom is beautiful. From the top, it's like, yeah, we were down there before.
Because I've been hiking again after I lost the weight.
And I loved it?
I love it.
I while we were on our way back, I was like, yeah, I can never be with this girl. We can't work. She was fucking 100 yards ahead. I'm fucking dying. And yeah, man, it was
go for a couple runs, bro.
You guys fucking walk me up a mountain and watch me fall asleep after. That's what.
I get it. Yeah.
But yeah, now you can enjoy a hike.
Yeah, I like doing things.
Like I like doing things too. But like how long of a hike are you going to be down for?
I did the Bruce Trail with my. I took Raheel with me. He told you about that, didn't he? I took Raheel and a bunch of my cousins, and we went to the Bruce Trail. We did a bunch of acid, and we hiked all day for like 8 hours. It's far.
Yeah. On acid too.
Yeah.
I don't think I'd like that.
Raheel fell.
Yeah.
Busted up his knee. He was bleeding everywhere.
Yeah, getting cuts on psychedelics is very scary. Yeah. I had one on shrooms. I was at Wasaga Beach, and all we did, me and my buddy were like, let's go look at the water. We were on a cottage like just across the street. 100-foot walk, not even long. But on our way there, I hit my leg on some wood that was like sticking on the ground, cut my shin open. And I was like, yo, I think my fucking, like, my bone is broke. I think my bone's exposed right now. Like, it looked crazy to me. It was just a fucking little cut. But on psychedelics, I was like, I can see inside my muscles and everything.
Everything's crazy.
Do you ever watch, like, you're a straight outdoorsman on psychedelics, eh? Or do you just watch
I'd be inside sometimes, like, especially in the winter and shit, but I prefer to be outside.
Yeah, being outside on psychs is sick.
The best.
But if you're inside, it's a winter day. What's your favorite movie to watch on shrooms? Do you have a?
I don't have a favorite. I like to watch The Simpsons.
Simpsons, okay. Cartoons are good. Yeah, I don't like watching. Cartoons. I don't like seeing real people when I'm on.
Cartoons are some of my favorite things in the world. I love cartoons.
I just started circling back on some King of the Hill recently, and it's pretty good.
Show. Yo. One of my top 5s.
I wasn't in one of my top, but now I'm like, now that I'm watching it again, I'm like, this show is fucking
so
good,
funny,
yo.
So funny,
and they're bringing it back now too. Yeah. Oh, that's pretty good. Top. Stuff, you actually do you have a top 5? You have your top 5 cartoons?
Simpsons, King of the Hill, American Dad. Okay, this is gonna be maybe Robot Chicken. Is that counts as a cartoon, or is that?
That's a cartoon, but I'm just very shocked in my head that you haven't brought up one show yet.
What?
South Park.
Oh yeah, in South Park, yeah, I fucking
South Park
time lapse.
Classic, yo.
Yeah. And then honorable mention, I will give it to fucking
Family Guy.
No, not even Family.
Not even, eh?
What was I just thinking right now? I had it. I don't know. I'm high. I like cartoons. Dr. Katz is a good one. Remember that?
No. I just like that. I'm high. I like cartoons. That's a good 5-second clip there.
I'm high. I like cartoons.
Dr. Katz, what was that one about?
It's like a cartoon about, it's all comedians. Dr. Katz is a psychiatrist. The comedians come in and they all do their little bits while he, kind of interviews them. And it's all squiggly lines. It's very fuzzy.
Huh. Who was the guy?
I don't even know what his name is, but
okay, I gotta
Bob's. Bob's Burgers.
Yeah.
The guy who does his voice. He's the kid in that show.
I gotta check that one out.
Dr. Katz is sick, and every comedian comes in. They sit in his office and they do their bits.
Yeah, I'm gonna check that one out.
Yeah.
I'm putting on the list of things to do.
It's old.
Yeah,
it's from like the 90s.
Did you ever watch Harvey Birdman, Attorney at Law?
No,
buddy. Circle back on that. If you like cartoons, it's basically like this Hanna-Barbera character that was like, they made a superhero. You know Hanna-Barbera. They made Scooby-Doo. They made Flintstones, everything. So it was like their failed like superhero. So this show is a comedy, and it's him defending other Hanna-Barbera characters in court for different things. Like Boo Boo gets accused of killing Yogi, things like that.
Okay.
Fun show.
Okay.
That one's a classic, old one that a lot of people don't know. And then Clone High.
Clone High's sick.
Clone High was
I like Clone
great.
High.
I think they're bringing that one back too.
Yeah. What's the other one where it's all monsters and they live on Earth? What's it called? I don't remember.
The Last of Us.
No. It was like Undergrads. You remember Undergrads?
Yeah.
That was a great show.
Undergrads is great. What was the guy's name in that?
I don't remember.
Guy? Fuck.
One guy. Yeah, that guy. The crazy guy?
Yeah. There was the crazy guy. There was the guy that got lots of pussy. And then there was like the main guy.
Yeah. And then the dumb guy, the jock, or that's the guy that got...
I think that was the guy that got a lot of pussy. Yeah. Or maybe there was 4. I don't know if there was 4 of them.
It was a good show.
Mm-hmm. Yep. So you've been smoking weed for a long time. You
Since I was like 15, 16.
15? Do you remember the first time you got high?
Yeah.
What was it?
It was in grade... Okay, first time I smoked weed was in grade 8, summer of grade 8 going to grade 9.
Okay.
First time I got really high was in grade 9. My boy was a stoner already, this guy. And he was like, yo, let's smoke weed. He's like, come smoke with me. I'm like, I don't really want to, not before school. You know what I mean? Because I hadn't done it in high school yet. And He's like, just come tomorrow before first period, meet me outside in the front. And so I met him in the morning. We went to the back of the school, and we just started, like, he brought weed. We started smoking, and then I got so high, I was leaning up against a tree. I put my hands in my pockets, and my pockets were so deep, bro. Like, it was tripping me out. Like, I felt like my pockets could go so far down that I couldn't move. So I just leaned against a tree for so long. I tripped out for a bit. Then we went to class, and the teacher knew right away that we were high. But it was his birthday, and I gave him my fucking Nutri-Grain bar.
Okay.
As, like, a happy birthday gift. Uh-huh. And he just kind of, like, smiled at us, and he let us in.
It was the teacher's birthday.
Yeah.
Oh, I thought it was your buddy's birthday and he was going to let it slide. But that was happy birthday, sir.
Yeah, no, it was the teacher's birthday. And
what subject was it?
Like English, I think, or whatever. Whatever my home. Yeah, English. Mr. Falvo. Okay. Pretty sure that guy fucked the student.
Really?
Yeah.
Somebody gave him more than a Nutri-Grain bar.
Yeah. No, it wasn't a dude.
A girl?
Yeah.
Do you know what? Do you remember which girl it was?
I think so.
Was she cute?
She's all right.
Can you blame him?
Jam easy, everybody.
There was a teacher that fucked a student in my school, but it was also an English teacher, but it was a female teacher that fucked a male student.
What a lucky guy.
Yeah, she wasn't that nice though.
Oh,
we had some hot teachers.
Poor guy then.
Not poor. I mean, it's still a cool story.
Was he anything special either?
He was black, if that's what you mean.
Wow.
But she was too.
Wow. In this time.
Yeah. Imagine when we get to the point where even like calling out a black guy for being like having a big dick will be like something that they're offended by, like that you can get canceled for.
Yeah, that's what black guys with little dicks are gonna get mad at you.
Yeah. And who listens to them
Those
anyways?
are the guys you have to worry about.
Yeah, they're angry.
But apparently there's none of them.
Facts. There you go.
Yeah.
The more you know.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. Have you ever dealt with anyone trying to like get mad at anything you talk about on stage? You ever get like? Has anyone ever like charged a stage on you or anything?
No, I got into one time. It was actually at Jack's backyard when I was still like I was a couple years into comedy. I was doing a show at that venue. 2 people in the audience, maybe 3 people in the audience, just talking shit. Some girl walks in and she's walking to the washroom. And she heckles me on her way to the washroom. She goes, "You suck." And the show just started, you know? And I was like, fuck this girl. You look like you buy your jacket from Winners or some shit, you know? Winners is not even a bad store.
I love stuff from Winners.
Yeah, but she got so mad at me that she turned around and like started screaming at me. She tried to throw her water at me. And then I brought up the first comic and I was outside having a smoke. She came outside. She spit at me. You know?
My God.
Yeah, it was like I didn't understand what was happening. But that's pretty much it. I don't do anything that really gets people too aggressive, and I've grown as a person from compared to when I started comedy. I looked like a little kid, you know.
True.
To where I am now, people kind of like.
How old were you when you started?
19.
Oh yeah, so you were a kid.
Yeah, and
fuck, man, that's good.
People look at me now and then like I don't know, so they just get intimidated sometimes. Use it to my advantage. Yeah. So I don't like confrontation either. You know what I mean? But people don't want to confrontate with me a lot.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
They don't. Yeah.
Which I'll take it.
Fair. Yeah, it's better that way.
Yeah.
It's better to the best way to win a war is to not fight it. That's something, right?
Yeah.
I don't know who said it, but it sounds like somebody said it.
The best thing that you get.
If no one said it, put my name under that one.
You get somebody else to do it for you.
Well, that's I don't know about that one. That's like some Vince McMahon shit.
Yeah, bro. That's some American.
That's
shit.
a boss move.
Yeah.
You're a good businessman. Would you say?
I do all right.
If you were gonna pitch an idea to Dragon's Den, do you think you have any like good business ideas for them? Because I thought of something. When I was thinking about having you on today, thinking about weed, thinking about business, and I was thinking if they made like a weed. What's one of the things that weed is bad for? Making you lazy and also making you eat. What if they made weed that also has like a little pre-workout in it and a little like diet suppression? So it's like you get all the fun of being high,
like a powder.
But you still, you smoke it. But like,
so how does it get into the weed?
Hey, I'm not a scientist. I'm just an idea
so
guy.
You're pitching for them to find out a way.
$1,500, you can have 90% of the idea.
That's funny. You could just say no and then go get scientists to figure it out on their own.
Yeah, but that's a bit of a bitch move because I have recording of me on Dragon's Den saying, "Hello, Dragons. Today I'd like to pitch you my idea, diet weed."
As an Indian guy, that's horrible business plan. Horrible, bro. Horrible. What you should just do is sell weed, and also like, exercise packages.
It's just the combo.
Yeah.
It's like it's a workout. It's a workout that you smoke weed and it's okay, sir.
Yeah, exactly. You do shit like that, and then you can do it for yourself too, and help yourself.
Trust me, I'm working on it. I am. I worked out at the hotel gym last week. I have some weights here I fuck around with, but I need to get consistent.
It's tough, but it's worth it when you do it.
Pretty much every time around springtime this year, like every year around springtime, I'll lose 10 pounds. I'll start feeling muscles come in again. Summer will come. I'll start drinking a bunch of beers, and we all get back to normal.
Are you a big drinker?
I like to drink. I'm not a big.
You're
I'm a very reasonable alcoholic. Addiction runs in my family. We got a lot of fun stuff going on, and like I've spread out my addictions. I'm a little addicted to gambling, a little addicted to weed, a little addicted to fucking pussy, a little addicted to drinking. Instead of focusing all my energy on one of them and ruining my life, I circle those 4
to evenly ruin your life.
We're leveling. I'm definitely could level up a little quicker if I got in better shape and save my money. But
working out helps your mindset, and it'll be easier to stop all your vices.
Mind, body, soul. Yeah. No, I know. It's so good. It really does make you feel better. Like if I go a couple weeks without working out, the minute I work out, the day, even if it's not a hard workout, like 40 minutes, something like nothing crazy.
Go for a walk.
Something. Not a walk. I gotta do a little something.
Okay.
It'll instantly make me feel better, like emotionally. Like if I was depressed and I work out, I'm like, yeah, why don't I just do this every day?
Yeah.
But then I don't.
Yeah, because
No, I don't. Tell me why. It solved my life.
You're lazy.
That's why I am. I wasn't made to work hard. Like my dad's such a hard worker, and he's taught me like so many things about working hard.
No, it's not that you're not made to. It's fucking, trust me. I was the exact same. I still am, but it's just a mindset. It's literally doing it and getting habit forming. How did you become lazy? Habit forming. Over a while, you let yourself become this way and you became accustomed to it. Yeah. Now to change that is a whole different fucking game. But even a week of consistency will make the second week easier. You do 1 week, you'll be able to do 3 weeks. You do 3 weeks, you'll be able to do 6 weeks. 6 weeks, you'll be able to do a year. You know what I mean?
I do.
You just got to do it.
Yeah, just do it. Nike.
Yeah, you know what really made me do it? I watched that movie, that TV show with Paul Rudd, where he becomes a clone.
TV show with Paul Rudd where he becomes a clone.
It's on Netflix, where he's like he wakes up in the ground one day.
Yeah.
And he's like buried underground, and he fucking pulls himself out of it, and then they show that he went to a clinic that helps you better yourself. They put him under, but they actually kill that person, and they have a clone of yourself. And basically the clone is you, has all your memories and everything, but they didn't kill him properly, so he wakes up, goes home, and there's a clone. And basically it made me think that if there was a better version of myself, because the clone's fucking his girl, you know what I mean? So I always thought, like, if there was a better version of me to approach, this guy's going to be funnier than me, more attractive than me, faster, stronger than me. He's going to be able to fuck my girl, you know what I mean? Tell my jokes better than me.
Damn.
So now I put a challenge to myself to be the best me. In case I ever see me, I'm going to beat the fuck out of me. Do you know what I'm saying?
Damn. Yeah.
I don't want to be the shitty me when all me show up on some Spider-Verse shit.
Yeah,
imagine you're the shitty one.
Yeah, that they're like, just go do something else.
Yeah, exactly.
We're gonna fight about the best.
You can't even keep up. Every time you try to say something, they're like, "Shut the fuck up," you know. And you're like, "But it's me."
That's crazy.
I want to be on the top of the totem poles of me.
That's crazy.
Or at least close to.
At
least best friends with the first guy.
Yeah. I just want to be able to hang out with the best me.
Exactly.
I don't want the best me to think I'm a loser.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Top 3 me.
I never even thought about that, but the version of myself now, there's definitely a way better version than this.
Yeah, imagine the alpha you comes, the best comes, just as soon as he walks up to you, just fucking twist your nipple. Not even a hello.
One version of me just fucking is working out every day, winning all of his bets.
Yeah. Yeah, he's just funny on stage.
Yeah, I'm doing all right.
I'm fucking with you. Yeah, you're funny.
I think I'm doing good, but okay, when's the last time you've been nervous to go on stage? Because I had something happen recently.
I still get nervous.
Yeah? I wasn't nervous for a while because I do a lot of sets or whatever. Like I'm doing like good. But this weekend I went to Montreal, right? And I'm on this show, and it was the Kickback one. packed house.
Rowdy. They get wasted.
Rowdy. And so first two comics go up. Next two comics go up. Everyone's smashing. And then they're like, we're going to take a 15-minute intermission. I'm up after the break.
That's the worst.
The 15-minute intermission turns into like a 40-minute intermission.
Jeez.
And as when it was 15, I'm like, all right, I'm ready to go. Oh, yeah, we're having fun here. It's going to be great. As the longer it went, the more my heart started being like, man, maybe I'm going to be the first one to not do good because now this is a fucking long intermission. And then I hear two girls talking by the bar. Oh, there's too many straight white guys on this show. There had been 2 out of 5 so far.
Who were they? Comics?
Comics.
The comics were saying that?
No, two audience members.
Oh.
Talking in the kitchen. 2 white girls too.
Oh, I didn't think.
And I'm like,
fucked.
I'm like, man, this is a. Now, so then I started getting in my head. I'm like, do people hate straight white men here? And they've been so relieved that the last one was a girl, black guy, brown guy, and now it's gonna be another white guy. Oh fuck! So they come back from intermission, and then they do this game, finish the lyrics, and everyone's fucking singing together. And everyone's having a great time to the point where they do like 3 songs in a row, and then they're like, one more song. I know. One more song. You know what, guys? Let's bring on our next comic, James Cummins. And I'm like, yo. I went up pretty nervous. I did.
But as a DJ, don't you have... You're not used to that energy?
So my regret was from that, I did well, but I didn't smash. Like, other people were smashing. I'm not going to say I smashed. But I did great off the top, and then I started getting in the weeds a little bit in the middle. Did good at the end. But what I realized I should have done at the end or at the beginning was fucking sing a song. Just do one more. Like get them in on something funny, whatever. But at least like to get me more on their side, because I just everything that they were loving just stopped, and now they brought on a guy that they don't know if they're gonna like yet. Yeah. I should have.
Are you a confident singer?
I got a couple of songs in my jukebox.
See, I don't have any songs. Not even one song that I think I know all the words to the whole song.
I got a couple.
I'm not a music guy like that.
Yeah. I love music, man.
I enjoy it, but I don't know.
I would probably
go Happy Birthday. That's the only song I know all the words to.
I know Mario, Let Me Love You. That's like, baby, I just don't get it. Do you enjoy being hurt? Anyways, I think if I broke that
every word,
I know every word to that song. Do you want me to sing the whole thing right now?
Not at all.
That would be
curious.
We'd have to fucking fast forward through that part. But either way, anyways, I don't know if that would have been the right thing to do. But all I know is there's got to be a better way to handle it than just go up there and just do your set. Because it's like I went up and I riffed off some stuff, whatever, and that all got good. And then when I got to my jokes, I saw some people being like, I've heard this comment before to me.
To shift the energy.
Me?
Whoever is up.
Oh. You have to shift the energy. I thought you said you have shift the energy.
No, you have to shift your energy because, like, you can't come up with the same energy that the last person had. Even if you have the same energy, you have to come out differently and work it back in, you know? Because or else it becomes too, like, they're not seeing any different. Like, you got to show them that something new is happening. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. So
if you just come in with the same energy or you don't have enough energy, or it's just, I don't know. I know what you're talking about. I've done that show so many times. Yeah. It's fucking...
I love the show. The show is sick.
It's fun.
And I can't wait to do it again.
Just, I know they get rowdy, though.
But even that, like, even as the thing was going, the finished lyrics, I'm like, this is a good test for me. I'm going to go up there and this is a battle right now. This is this isn't a cupcake walk that I thought it was going to be. Because when I was watching the beginning of the show, I'm like, oh, I'm just going to go up there and smash. This is going to be so fun.
Because the first half of the show is just like a regular comedy show.
Yeah. And then it was like, anyways. Yeah. It was good, though. But then after, so one of those white girls that was complaining about white guys, she comes up to me. She's like, you're really funny, but you really need to use your position as a straight white man to talk about something more important. And I'm like, what? And then she's like, talk about politics. Like, and I'm like, I've never voted.
Yeah.
I have nothing to say about politics. But and then she started talking to me about some guy named DeSantis in America. I don't know anything about that. Do you? She's like, you need to talk about what's happening with DeSantis. I'm like, is he a good guy? Is he a bad guy? And then she's like, he's ruining America, and Canada's next. And I'm like, that's crazy, because that guy just said he's a cool guy, and I just sicked her on like the other 2 white guy comedians there. I'm like, that guy said he's sick, yo. Yeah. And then she sunk her teeth into him, and I just enjoyed watching the show.
Fuck, man.
But what a world we're living in now that three out of 8 guys, 3 out of 8 people on the show being white is like an annoyance to people now.
It's loser talk. Loser talk.
By her?
But yeah, everybody.
Mm-hmm.
Honestly, there's a lot of. If I look around, there's more shows for POCs than there are white people.
There's more now.
Hell yeah.
In Toronto, yeah.
Yeah. And in the
And I guess
smaller
Montreal.
areas, there's just more white people.
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm just like,
And then
we get a lot of chances. Even now, I'll say it. I don't feel excluded or included. You know? I actually don't like my album, Person of Color. I don't like that term.
You cross it out and just put person.
Yeah, because of color. Person of color. Colored person. It's the same shit.
Yeah, right.
You know? It's still racist. I'm just a fucking person. Stop trying to fucking put me in a category.
Yeah. Even like, obviously it's different, but like me compared to the other two white guys on the show, we're all very different from each other. At least I'm different from those two. Like they're fun, happy white, and I'm something else. I don't know what I don't even know what kind of white I am, but whatever. The other two was Jack Hirschfield and Alex Handy. Shout out to them. They did great. Like we're not the same kind of white guy. You know what I'm talking about? So to say like they're hating on straight white guys for being on the show, like at least see if we have some different things to talk about.
And ask her, have you ever how do you know I've never sucked a dick?
Right.
That's the first thing you should ask her.
I'm gay.
Yeah, you should just went, what does this smell like? You know, just breathe in her face.
You know what? Look at your hand. Is your pointer finger bigger than your ring finger?
No. Which one?
No, your ring finger is. Okay, so I was at a party a couple weeks ago. A bunch of friends were there, and they said if your ring finger is bigger, or if your pointer finger is bigger than your ring finger, then you're gay. I was the only one at the party that had a pointer finger bigger than my ring finger. I was the only gay guy there.
Makes sense to me.
But it's actually shocking to me. Like I've asked at shows recently, I'm like, everyone look at your hands, and there might be like one other guy. It's like it is
and
a
he's
thing.
Gay?
He wasn't gay yet, but after me and him spent 15 minutes in the back.
Stands up, yeah, you both just start kissing.
Let's try this out. Some romantic music starts playing. I get so lost sometimes.
You check your email. Get booked on a festival as soon as you kiss him.
That wouldn't be too bad. I don't know, man. It is, yeah. But you know what? It's the first time in history where straight white guys have a tough time. And like, I can either be upset about it or I can be like, wow, what an opportunity to get better this is. Because now you have to be like so elite. You
really having a tough time as a straight white male?
I'm all right. But
so is it a tough time?
It could be easier. I'm saying there was a time where you could get fast tracked just for hey, you're white, I'm white too. Let's shake hands. Let's do this thing. They don't do that.
Still happens.
I haven't.
Happens with Indian people. You're Indian, I'm Indian. Yeah, let's fucking make this happen.
Exactly.
Happens with every race.
No, white people got shamed into not doing it for each other anymore.
Loser behavior.
We used to.
You can't give in. You can't give in to this fucking crowd.
It's against the law to help out too many white people now.
Don't be.
They're literally. It's against the law.
It's bullshit.
It's straight up against. They made a law to have to mix up the workplaces and stuff. Like you can't even just do a.
I haven't had a job in so long. I don't even know what's going on.
It's crazy out there, yo. But yeah. Anyways, the point is, it's a little bit harder than it used to be.
Yeah.
It just was. It was a boys' club before, a white boys' club, and now it's like, hey, we can't have too many of you white guys in here. At least for what we're doing, comedy, right? And I'm okay with it, though.
I think it's bullshit. I think it should just be the funniest people over everything.
It should be, but it probably never was. There was always like, even when it was the white guys running stuff, there was some.
No, I think early
black guys or women that got kept out that probably would have been sick.
Early on, there just wasn't enough comics. You know, it was easier to get on, and most of the people were white because immigration wasn't as big as it is now.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah. There's still like, I guess in Toronto, like if I walk around in the city, I'll see a lot of white people, but we're not like an overwhelming majority anymore.
No, there's a little bit of everything.
A little bit of everything.
Yeah.
So it makes sense to just do that. Just have a little bit of everything. And just be everyone the best.
Yeah, I think it should just be funniest people. Because when you look at Indian characters on shows now, it's not. They're not like me, my type of brown people.
Yeah,
my type of Indian people. They're like the Humber students.
Yeah. Is there any brown guy like you that's made it? That's like on in movies and stuff.
I don't know any actors that.
None that come to mind. Yeah. There's not a cool like the cool guy Indians.
I keep calling me a cool guy. Makes me feel weird.
You know, I put it in my notes. The first thing, cool guy. You know, it says right here that you're a cool guy. You're
That's
like,
so funny.
am I? Am I a cool guy? Yeah, just in case we ran out of things to talk about. I'm like, let me just ask this guy about how he's such a cool guy.
I don't know, bro. So
You're relaxed.
I'm very introspective. I live a lot in my head.
That's where you should be.
And I question everything.
Yeah.
I question everything, even myself, my
Okay.
self-confidence, who I am as a person, what am I doing, you know? So I try to look at, even when I do material, I'm like, what about this? Am I, like, you know, what do I think about this?
Yeah.
Like, before I even start to make it funny. You know what I'm saying?
Have an opinion about the thing and then make it funny.
Yeah, like, what does this mean to you before you even go into the joke?
Okay.
You know?
Yeah.
And then fun.
Do you sit down and write?
No.
Oh, neither do I. I tried, but it doesn't work for me.
I don't do that. I think I should. I do it when I have to, like, when it's time for, like when I did my album. So leading up to my album, I was just doing 45s, doing hours, trying to construct everything. And then when I set the date to record, I typed out my album. And I had a director, Sandra Badlini directed my album.
Oh, nice.
So I
Shout out
sent her my set, and then she gave me notes on it. And then I came back and I punched up, and at that point it's easier to punch up because I know the set like the back of my hand. Versus I can't sit down and write because I'm not in the same mindset of when I'm on stage and the adrenaline's going. It's a completely different person.
Yeah.
You know, than when I'm sitting and writing.
Yeah.
But when I was doing my album, when I'm doing punch up like that, I'm in the zone because I know this. Like, so now I'm going through it and I'm like, oh, this is funny, and I'll add something to it. But that's the only time I really write, or when I have to submit for like a festival and they ask for my transcript, I have to give them.
You have to do that for festivals. They want word by word everything.
If it's going to be televised on.
So for Winnipeg, you have to do that.
Yeah.
And when is the recording for that one?
May 5th.
That's coming up.
Yeah.
Nice. And how long is the set?
10 to 12 minutes.
Not bad. Sick. And you never done anything like that before? You did Just for Laughs, though, didn't you? That wasn't a TV.
But it was during pandemic, and no, I didn't. No, New Face is not a TV thing.
I was looking at the Just for Laughs webpage for submissions, right? Like, I'm doing the showcase this weekend, but like whatever. Like, but I just wanted to look at how the submissions go. If you're American, you can submit. If you're anywhere in the world, you can submit. If you're in Canada, invite only.
Yeah.
What the fuck?
I know.
At least I don't even understand what's the point. Like, just give us a chance. Like, just let us send it. You can throw my tape in the garbage. Pretend you're gonna give us a chance.
It doesn't make sense, dude. I don't know. But this industry doesn't make sense, bro. I also, maybe it's just not that. I don't know. Don't expect anything.
I don't expect anything.
I know, but I know you do. You know what I mean? Because even I do. But now I try. It's hard to just say not to. You know what I mean?
Okay.
So I'm trying actively myself. Like, but it'll just happen. Just keep grinding and work on the craft and make sure that that's all that matters, and everything else will come. Like me going to do. I think I've only done like a theater twice in my 13 years. You know what I mean? I've performed for, like when a Yucks is packed, maybe like that's what 300. I did the Icebreakers. I had 400 people. That's the most I've ever done, and it wasn't even a theater. It was just like a regular room. I've never done like I did Ryan Long's theater when he came at the thing. Yeah, I had 200 people, but
it probably looked cool.
Yeah, it was all right. It was smaller than I thought. 200 people is kind of small. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it's just I know I'll do theaters eventually. You know what I mean?
And is theaters like the goal?
I mean, it would just be nice.
It'd be cool
just to experience a real theater, because I hear comics tell me about it all the time. You smash and then you hear the rolling laughter coming in at you. You know what I mean? I would love to experience that. I would love to at least feel it.
Yeah.
You know, I don't need to do that every night, but it would be nice to at least once in my life try it.
What would you want, like, out of comedy for, like, just to, do you want to go to the States? Do you want to just be like a touring comedian? Like, what's ideal? Or you don't even, like, you don't have a set goal?
I don't have a set goal. I mean, I would just like to be successful and be able to, wherever I go, to be able to get stage time because people know that I'm a comedian. And I don't even need fame from people. Yeah. Just within my industry to be known.
I would love that,
to be able to have the respect to go wherever you want to go, you know?
What is that?
I have no idea. Did that thing die?
I don't think so. It's still on. Let me make sure. Maybe I need better.
Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Is it still recording?
Still recording.
Yeah.
And that's a great point.
I don't remember what I said.
No, I don't remember either. I wish I did, though. I wish I'd. Oh, no, what you were saying about you just want to be able to go anywhere and get stage time.
Yeah.
This is my dream scenario in comedy. Any comedy club, any place I go to, I walk in, they say, "Yo, James, did you want to do a set?" I'm like, "No, I just wanted to check it out." No, come on, man. All right. And then I go up and I smash. That is my dream
Even that's
scenario.
hard to earn.
Huh? That's tough to earn.
Yeah.
Yo, I like you probably get that in Toronto right now. Like you're close to that at least. Like most people would be happy to have you on any show. I would say
Some shows, not every show, but I can get.
most.
I can.
Like you have a good people like you.
Yeah.
You're doing well. You'll go on a show whether it's for this person, that person, whatever kind of crowd. You'll do well.
Mm-hmm.
So like you're at a good spot right now. And yeah, like you have to be the king of the city before you'll be the king of the world. Like. I don't think I'll ever be the king of Toronto. I think I need to do more road stuff. That's my thing.
You never know, bro. I would love to be able to. I would love to be at a point in my career where, like, because I would love to stay in Toronto forever.
You would, eh?
I love.
You don't have aspirations to go to the States.
I do. I mean, I want to go to New York. I want to travel, but I want to live. I love my city. This is home. You know, I feel most comfortable here. I like traveling too, but everywhere I go, I'm like, man, there's something about Toronto that's just, I just love it.
Yeah.
You know, and I would love to stay here, but I would love to be at a point in my career where, like, when the biggest stars come through the city, they're like, yo, I gotta hit up Nitty, see if he wants to come do the show with me. You know, when they're passing through the ACC or whatever theater or whatever club they're at, they're like, yo, come through. Or even not even to perform, it's just like an invite to, like, come. Just come.
Do you have a guy that would be like your dream opening spot for? Like a guy, like just that dude that you love that you're like, it would be so sick to open for him?
Yeah, tons of people. Like Chappelle would be amazing.
That's what I would say, yeah.
Even fucking Jeff Ross, I love that. I love Jeff Ross. I think he's so funny. But yeah, man, I don't know. I don't have that. You know when you see a celebrity and you fucking
you get excited?
Yeah, like it's cool, but I don't fucking. It's hard for me to fangirl.
Yeah,
you know.
Yeah, I remember.
I just don't have that energy.
Before I even did comedy, I met Russell Peters at a Hasty Market in Brampton. I was standing behind him in line. I'm like, I don't want to be a little bitch and ask him for a picture or anything. But then went outside and he was still in the park. I'm like, yo, Russell, could I get a picture? And he's like, yeah. And my buddy took the worst picture with like the worst lighting, like such a shit picture to have. But anyways, I know what you mean. Like I don't want to fucking fangirl, but it would be
cool. Like cool. I met Adam Sandler. That was really cool.
Very
cool. To perform for him. You know what I mean? That was really awesome. And
he liked you a lot.
I don't know if he liked me a lot, but he watched my set. I when he walked in the room,
your Facebook post made it seem like he fucking was loving you, yo.
No, we chatted. You know what I mean? He's cool. Well, I don't know if he even has a second.
I thought he was gonna make you his godfather of his kids.
No, that was just a picture. Man, the internet's a fucking fucked up place.
Why? Why do you say that?
Because it's a false reality.
True. It's like Nitty's gonna be opening for Adam Sandler on the road now.
What?
I see the explosiveness. No, I see the fireworks in the air now.
No, man.
What a sick crew that would be to get in on. Happy Madison, just be like a fucking small role in every movie. You just see Nitty pop up, and it's like, I found your ball, Mr. Gilmore. You know what I mean? Like cool. Just a little fucking.
I'd love to act. I'd love to do something cool. I'd love to make a movie one day.
I see you doing the skits now.
Sometimes.
You've been pumping them out more than often.
Yeah, we haven't filmed
Nick Tesla or whatever. Yeah. How do you say the name?
Nick Tesla. I call him Tesla.
Yeah, that's how I read it too because I'm dyslexic. But yeah, man. No, you've been pumping those out. I was laughing at because to have you on as a guest, I scroll through. I see if there's anything we should be talking about, and I noticed that the guy, his name on every video. That's why I brought him up. It looks like he just films them or does he help write them? Or?
He's like a director. Filmmaker, friend of ours, friend with a bunch of comedians, known him for years.
And you've done some acting before, though?
A little bit. Very small commercials, one-liners in TV shows, you know. But nothing real. Hoping one day. I'm getting bigger, better auditions. I'm auditioning for TV shows and movies now.
Yeah.
Which I was never doing, but it's starting to happen.
You have like an agent for that stuff?
Yeah.
Yeah, I did the one commercial for Osmos.
Yeah, I saw that's buddy, Super Bowl.
Came on during the Super Bowl, but I that was such a rant. I never auditioned for anything. Just the guy that runs Osmos just saw me hosting a comedy show and was like, "Let me put you in a commercial."
Buddy, that's blessed. That's how a lot of opportunities come.
I'm thinking I got to try and like parlay that into other. I never thought about doing acting, but I'm like, should I fucking use that and try and get it on other stuff though? But I don't know
as
how
a
it works.
comedian, you never know. You have a weird look, you know.
I don't even know. I think I have such a basic look. I look like a guy like you could go outside and see two more of me.
Yes.
There's so many guys that I see.
Confuse
Like,
me.
That guy
I
looks
still
like
look
me.
at you and I'm like, I don't see like an Irish guy. I guess I do now that you said it, but it's your voice or something. I don't know. It's fucking.
This is Molly Malone. She's from Ireland too, Dublin.
You know a story about her?
Well, in old Dublin City, where the girls are so pretty. This is a song. It's an old song. I first laid my eyes on that Molly Malone. Basically, she was selling oysters and shuckles and.
I thought you were
and
gonna
stuff.
say she was like a harlot.
Everyone thinks that because she had the big tits, but I don't know, man. Either way, as a saleswoman, you're gonna bring the oysters and shuckles into the neighborhood. Take your tits out, you'll make a couple more sales. You know what I mean?
It's true. I'm not arguing it.
If you go to the bar and there's two bartenders and one of them's super hot and has her tits out and one of them is just a facially challenged girl with 300 pounds, let's say, let's make her grotesque. I would go to her because she has no lineup. No,
I would like to know her story.
yeah. What the fuck? How did you get a job here?
I love that. I love talking to weird people. Like I did a show in Manitoulin Island for Canada Day. Me, Jesse, Drew, Chris Robinson. We drove up there, and we're doing.
Is that
a
in
show.
Ontario?
Manitoulin, yeah. And we're doing. It's a show in a baseball diamond.
Okay.
On this island, and everyone from the town comes, and there's this weird looking guy, kind of small, like something's wrong with him, and he starts to hang out with us on the side where we're hanging out in the dugout, and he's like a not reformed, but he used to be Amish, and he ran away from his Amish family because they caught him driving a tractor. And they said, you can only come back if you apologize to everybody. And he goes, fuck that. I want to drive cars and do real stuff. So they shunned him. He got shunned. So he moved to Manitoulin Island. And now he works at some factory. He has a job, makes money. He could drink. He was smoking cigarettes, getting high. And then he said he was having a good time. And then I was like, what languages do you speak? He speaks German. And then the topic came up about Hitler. And he goes, who's that?
Wow.
He had no idea.
Damn. That's crazy.
It's crazy.
It's history. It happened a long time ago, but I
But
guess,
it's like, what is the Amish history? What are they teaching?
yeah, they don't even talk about that part. Do they not teach history at all? Or do they only teach
I mean,
like,
I'm sure they go to school, but I'm sure it's different kind of school. But it's like, what are you learning?
Yeah. Interesting. The Amish.
Why do we all know so much about Hitler?
The big Jew media. No, I don't know.
No, I'm not saying it as something.
Why do they push that narrative so much? Like, maybe he wasn't that bad of a guy.
No, not even that. I'm just saying, like, it's so, like, think about all the lies and, like, the way they're twisting the story about everything that's happening now.
Right.
And this is, like, just imagine how much they were getting away with back then. You know, I'm sure lots of people died and a lot, like, but I don't know what the intentions were. How many of those Nazis ended up working for NASA and all these companies?
That's crazy.
These American companies, like all the boats of Germans that ended up in fucking Argentina. You know, there's so much. There's so much that we don't know, and everyone's so angry, and they're so matter of fact on taking a side and fighting you because you're saying something. But it's like, my stance is I don't know. I don't know, and if I say I know I'm being ignorant. So I don't know, and because I don't know, I would love to hear every side of the story, even if someone has a weird perspective. I'm like, oh, that's interesting because I never thought of it like that. Now you got my mind going in a weird way, and it's making me think 100 different other things. You know?
You think the Earth could be flat?
I mean, I don't think so.
I don't
think so. But I wouldn't be surprised if at the end of the day we found out and we were being lied to or something. I would be like, not surprised, you know.
The reason I would be surprised about that one is because what's the point? Why
I
would they?
don't know.
What are they? They hide other things like who killed JFK, Twin Towers, whatever the fuck COVID was.
Yeah.
That whatever comes out, whatever the real news comes out, if I wouldn't be shocked, whatever it is. But if they said the Earth was actually flat and we've just been fucking running a sick game on you guys, all those pictures from space didn't actually happen. We never sent anyone to the moon. There's no satellites up there. Like, why? Yeah. Like, what do you? I don't give a fuck if it's flat or if it's round. It doesn't make no difference in my day.
I don't know.
Unless we're talking about that ass.
Yeah. It would just fuck up so many people. But I don't know. I mean, I honestly, I believe the Earth is round. You know, I believe a lot of the science, but a lot of stuff. If you start reading history, a lot of stuff is just the way it is because it conformed with what the Catholic Church was preaching at the time. Yeah, and it matched up.
And look at what they've been up to,
like the Big Bang.
Yeah,
it was like if you go back and read about it, they tell you that at first it was criticized, but then the Catholic Church said it really coincided with. At first there was nothing, and then there was light. You know, and then they're like, that theory actually it makes the Bible more realistic. So they started pushing it.
Damn.
If you go back and read about it, and the Rockefellers have fucking their hands in every education board in the world. You know?
The Rockefellers are Catholic?
I don't know what they are, but they have their hands in every. Like, this is like, I'm telling you how many entities there are at work. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah, when I went to school.
And they say we can only find, like, writing on the walls, hieroglyphics and real writing only starts to show up around 11,600 years ago. And that's when the last. When they say the last catastrophic event, there's something happened on the Earth. They say that the Younger Dryas season or whatever.
Oh, okay, like a big
something happened across the world.
Yeah.
And before that, they're not
COVID-1.
Yeah, they're not finding any writing, or that's when human writing started to first appear. You know, it's like, what do we know? I don't know nothing. I just like to read and.
Do you read?
I mean, read a little. Like I read things, you know. But do I go out and read books?
Do you read books?
Audiobooks sometimes.
I've never read a book in my life.
I've read lots of books, but I don't read as much
front to
as
back.
I should. Yeah, I don't read as much.
All the whole thing.
Yeah,
that's crazy.
Not anymore though. I don't do it as much. I audiobooks I like, but I read things on the internet. I watch a lot of documentaries. I'll read articles.
Yeah.
You know, shit like that.
Yeah.
Something where, you know, I'll read a longer book if I'm really interested in the topic, you know? Like,
yeah, everyone always tells me, oh, if you find something you're interested in, you can read it. But I found a couple of things I was interested in. I think I legit, like...
Get audiobooks. Download Audible.
Audible? Okay, I'll check it out.
You can just drive around and just put your...
Yeah, I already listen to podcasts. I guess I can do
and
that.
then choose the voice you want that you to read the book.
Yeah. One time I got... Back when I had an MP3 player and I downloaded The Art of War, and I put it on the MP3 player, but all the chapters weren't playing like in order. But I still listened to it, and I was like, "This book is crazy." Confused. I'm like, "What the hell? How am I gonna take my enemy down like this? This is crazy." All right. Okay, we'll wrap it up soon. But okay, you said you're getting into acting. You'd like to be into acting. We got one listener question here every week. She just shows up on the show. Her name's Tori Spelling. You know who Tori Spelling is?
Is this live?
Huh?
Is this live?
No.
Oh.
What?
Oh, this is a question that somebody told you to ask.
Yeah.
Whoever is next.
Every week. Okay, so the story with Tori is week one, my first guest, he apparently met Tori Spelling, and I never asked about it. So since then, just in case, I make sure to ask a Tori Spelling question. So this week's question is: would you rather smoke a blunt with Tori Spelling or get in a graphic sex scene with her in a movie?
I don't even know who that is.
Tori Spelling, she was in 90210. Here, I'll pull her up for you.
So do I want to bang her or do I want to smoke with her?
It's a sex scene, a graphic sex scene in a, let's say it's probably a Lifetime movie at this point. Maybe it's a Hallmark movie. Graphic sex, but it's obviously we're going to show it on cable, so I'm not going to show dick and pussy.
That's the day I commit suicide? I just kill myself?
What?
No, I don't know. I don't know. I don't have the desire to fuck her.
But you have a desire to act?
Yeah, but Lifetime movies, who's going to watch it?
Me, when I'm driving across Canada, that's all I watch. I watch fucking...
Is it going to do anything for my career?
People, what the hell? Natisha's in this one? And they're flipping... Christmas movies are coming up.
Are those movies where careers are made or where careers end? Do you know what I'm saying?
I think there's some people on the way up and there's some people on the way down. And that's where you meet Tori Spelling. This is your breakout role and this is her fucking... my life has gone to shit role.
We just switch agents at that point?
Yeah, exactly.
You know? I don't know.
But either way, you don't want to smoke a blunt with her, so you might as well take the role.
Yeah, I guess I'll take the role.
Fucking Lifetime movies, man. I drove across Canada twice now for some job, and I was staying in hotels, and one of the only things on TV is Lifetime movies. It's like their movie channel, and so many of them is like the crazy yoga teacher, the crazy escort, the crazy this. That's the name of them. Like of all every movie is like some romance turned bad, like somebody wants to kill you and takes your son to soccer practice without asking.
They have a theme. They have a theme.
They have such a theme.
Yeah.
I could see myself ending up in a Hallmark Christmas movie.
Okay.
I could definitely.
Main character?
Probably a side guy.
Okay.
Probably like a guy that like has.
You never thought about before this being on TV or anything like that?
The only TV I ever thought about doing was doing a talk show. It was either being Conan O'Brien or Maury Povich. When I was a kid, those two, and then like a sportscaster like Chris Berman. I don't know if you know who those. Okay. Those are the three guys on TV.
You watch a lot of sports?
I love football. Football.
So why don't you just do a comedy football thing?
A comedy football thing, like what?
Just, I don't know, do your weekly picks or talk about every week, do a wrap up on what's going on and make it funny. Yeah. Because then you'll have a fan base. Because there's people who actually watch that shit and actively look for people talking about their favorite sports. No one's looking for this, no offense, but you know what I mean? Like, you have to build the audience from the ground up. Yeah. Where now you're looking for people who are actively looking for something.
You know what? I've tried. I did a sports thing before. Did all right. Jam Easy Picking show. I would fucking pick games, but I guess to make it funnier, to put some more comedy in it, would be a different thing that I haven't tried yet.
Yeah.
Me and my one buddy, we filmed one time some skits to do with football, but I don't think he ever edited them. But some of them were pretty funny. Like we did like fantasy football, like the daily fantasy, talk about who the cheapest players are that day, but we're acting like we're on a used car lot and like, you know, talking with a little more twang in it, you know. Hoo-wee! I got a sweet deal for you today. Like, maybe I should try that stuff out. Yeah, nobody wants this. All right, that's the end of the show.
That's not what I meant.
No.
But even like anything we do.
Trust me, man. I know.
Nobody's asking for it until everybody's asking for it.
I thought about naming this podcast Nobody Asked for This. Nobody asked for this. I had a theme song and everything picked out. But it's like, I don't know if it's good to just name your show like Everybody Fucking Hates Me and nobody wants to watch it. You know what I mean? Like I don't know if that's good energy to be putting out there. Like,
yeah, no, you should.
Hey, fuck this. I understand why you're not watching, but if you clicked it, thanks for being here.
No, you just got to keep putting it out. Eventually,
you got to keep putting it out, and then eventually,
you never know what's gonna.
Somebody's gonna see me on a comedy show, be like, "You're hilarious. Are you working on anything?" I'm like, "Yo, I have a talk show. Just let me be the new talk show guy." And you know what I would love to do? Help other people that like. Because I came from the hip-hop world, and now I'm in the comedy world. I see so much artists struggling in Canada to get their name out there. If I ever did have a platform where this was something, I'd love to help people and be yo, check out my funny friend. Check out my fucking friend that's sick at rapping. Check out this girl that's great at violin. Whatever. Like, that, I would love to be that guy. So maybe one day.
Maybe. I believe in you.
And most likely not. But you know what?
You never know.
Practice makes perfect.
Don't say that. You're putting that into the universe, bro.
I'm going to be that guy. Exactly. Some people have said I have Johnny Carson vibes.
You got to fucking...
One guy. He said he puts it in the comment section. Shout out to Colin Cummings.
You really got to believe in yourself if you fucking want to actually do something. Because then you got to fucking only listen to your noise.
To achieve, you must first believe.
Yeah.
That's a phrase.
Yeah, fucking don't jerk off too much. That's another phrase. Just fucking...
That's so funny.
Willpower.
When I was in grade 8, a grade 8 yearbook, every guy signed every guy's like... yearbook, like, don't burst a vessel, don't jerk off too much. Everyone's was like, don't rip your dick off. Like, everyone was just talking like a phrase about like, don't jack off too much, don't fucking.
It's true.
And I didn't follow those instructions. It is true. Don't jerk off too much. I've stopped recently.
Yeah, just fucking try going out and doing something creative without busting enough first. Watch your creativity soar.
End up shooting porn. It's like,
yeah, bro. You never know.
Yeah, you do never know. It's true. Anyways,
it was nice. Some hilarious porn.
Some funny porn.
Buddy, you seen that done yet?
No.
Yeah.
Yeah, actually.
What? Like you do like a sitcom that's actually funny, and then there's just porn in between.
I think porn.
I'm here for the laughs. Stay for the porn.
You've watched porn, right?
I don't.
With storylines.
I haven't watched porn in 3 years.
Okay, but back when you did, with storylines, you'd see some, right? And I find there is a lot of comedy in their writing.
When I watched porn, I went more for the amateur stuff.
Okay. So there's no acting in that one.
No.
But even like Hakeem, he says he used to write for porn. I don't know if that's just a joke, but if it is, I believe
he
it.
did. Yeah.
Yeah, because there's some comedy in the porn writing for sure. There's some that I watched and I'm like, this is.
It was too
joke.
fake for me. I never watched real
I like it. Yeah, I like fake shit.
Yeah.
I like to pretend.
Try life without porn. See what it does for you.
I haven't watched porn recently. I didn't watch it on the last trip. I did when I first drove to Vancouver.
You're gonna watch porn as soon as I leave from here.
No, I'm gonna do some mics. I'm gonna go do some open mics.
Okay.
And
What
talk
shows
about
are tonight?
Huh?
What shows are tonight?
Guys, it's Tuesday night, and there's a couple open mics if you want to check them out. There's Coin 8. Coin 8's a pretty cool one.
I did a show there on the weekend because
It's
there was
fun.
a weed lounge there.
Yo, yeah, that. Oh,
Or it was like everyone was smoking weed in there.
they turned it. It's a big art.
It was
space.
a big market.
Yeah, probably same spot.
Yeah, it is the same spot.
It looks like a place.
Except
where,
it wasn't up the stairs. It was in the main area.
Right.
Yeah.
If you want to do a proper show there, it looks cool.
Oh yeah, it's cool.
But this one is not a proper show. This is just a shitty open mic for other shitty comedians like me. No, but it's fun.
They have an audience, don't they?
Sometimes.
Yeah.
And when I say for other shitty comedians, I mean we're all great and we're all shit. You know what I mean? Everyone is everyone.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah.
We all feel that way.
There's only like a couple people that I'm like, I cannot watch this person. This guy is, I hate him.
I can't watch any comedy. I feel that way about all comedy. It's so hard to watch.
Yeah? Is there who do you love watching?
Who do I love? You know Vance?
Vance yeah.
One of my favorite comics in the world to watch.
Fuck yeah. He was just in the city.
Yeah, I love Vance.
So I got him spots in Toronto and he got me spots in Montreal. We helped each other out. Shout out to Vance, yo. Vance is sick.
I got him on at the corner this weekend.
Oh, sick.
Yeah.
Yeah. And did he do good?
Yeah, he fucking killed it.
Fuck yeah. And he did Nubian night too. Yeah.
Nubian.
He's fun to watch. One guy that I love watching, Dan Gyrie. I love watching.
Dan Gyrie, yeah, he's a legend.
Even if like the crowd isn't liking it, I'm fucking dying, yo. He makes me laugh. Like he's so fun to watch.
He is a legend. Max Sheldrick is pretty funny too.
Let's not talk about Max Sheldrick. No, imagine. I'm just kidding. I'm going to be on his podcast soon too. So check out that, the world's last podcast. I was on it, and I'm a great guest. I don't know what I am as a host, but I'm a fucking sick podcast guest. Whenever I'm on somebody else's thing, I
don't know what I am.
do well.
I'm pretty low energy, so
Buddy.
I don't know.
You're not great. No. No, we had some good laughs. I appreciate you coming through and giving me any of your time, yo.
Fuck yeah. No,
I look at you like one of those people that makes you feel weird for looking at you as like a cool guy and really good at comedy.
No, it's just something I have to accept as I grow.
Yeah, man.
You know?
No, you're good. I was shocked to hear that you have imposter syndrome. I thought you were just up there feeling like I'm him.
No. I'm confident in my funny. I'm so confident in my funny that you could like blindfold me, spin me 100 times, and throw me on any stage, and I don't care who's in the audience, and I'll do well. But I still feel like, what have I done in my career to be a comedian?
You fucking do lots of shows and you perform all over. You've been all over the world doing.
I don't know.
Audiences far and wide and fucking being a fucking solid guy. I don't know, bro. So basically, it's just the fact that you haven't been given like the massive opportunities that like that's what'll make it official in your head, kind of thing.
Yeah, I think in my head I should be further along in my career than I am.
Yeah, I don't know.
You know?
But
that's also one of those things where I'm getting over. I'm just also at a point where I'm like, I'm very blessed to be where I am, and I'm happy. I get to fucking, this is what I do. All my friends are super funny. I know some of the funniest people I've ever met in my life. Yeah. When I hang out with my boys, I laugh like, there must be people who never laugh like this.
Yeah. That's nice, yeah.
And like it's one of my favorite things to just hang out with everybody in the alley and just fucking riff and fuck around, and I know some funny fucking people.
Are you still tight with guys outside of comedy, like your high school friends and stuff?
A lot of them.
Because I was thinking about that, like
a few ones that I am friends with. Yeah, I'm still friends with.
Sometimes I feel like a fraud because I'm like, I hear so many comedians that are like only friends with comedians, and I still have like, my boys are my boys. Oh, like I've been friends with the same guys since I was like a kid, and like I can't imagine not like them being like,
of course,
my real tight friends. You know what I mean?
My best friend is one of the funniest guys.
And he's not a comedian.
No. I think between the two of us, he should have been a comedian.
Right.
He's so funny. But that's just the way. And you got to have friends outside of comedy. You have to have a life outside of comedy. Because if you don't, your life becomes all comedy, and then you don't have life experience, and then you just, I don't know.
Yeah, you can't talk to Joe Public then.
You get stale.
You want to talk to, you don't want to do comedy for comedy. Yeah. That's such a tough thing too, man.
Balance. Life is about balance.
The whole like being a comic or being an audience's comic. Like, I think I'm an audience's comic. Like, audiences love me. Not all comedians love me. Some comedians are like, fuck this guy. Some are like, he's cool, whatever.
Personally, I think beyond that, you should be funny for you. Mm-hmm. Don't worry about, am I being funny for the audience?
Okay.
Am I being funny for the like, ask yourself, be honest with yourself, is this funny? Yeah. Even if it does bombs or whatever, if you think it's funny. If you think it's funny and you work at it enough, trust me, in your own unique style, you will learn to kill. Yeah. Kill for yourself and nobody else. Fuck the audience. They're just there to help you work on your craft. Yeah. Do you know what I mean? Yeah. When I do, I'm not doing it for them. I want to smash, of course. I want to do well. But I'm not doing it for them. Mm-hmm. I'm just trying to get these fucking unorganized thoughts organized.
Yeah. And no, that's great. And I should think more like that too, because what you got me thinking was a couple times I can remember where I knew the audience wasn't going to like something I said, but I enjoyed saying it so much that it's some of my, like, when I was doing a show where it was an audience of like very like hipster, like protesty kind of crowd. And I could tell this was right after the homeless people got kicked out of parks, that I'm like, I could tell they're really down with that stuff. So you guys look like a crowd that probably really upset that the homeless people got kicked out of the parks, right? And they're and I'm like, well, I think those parks look a lot nicer without all those homeless people. And I started falling down laughing, and 2 people were killing themselves laughing, and 17 people were like, this guy's horrible, you know? But that is one of the funniest things I've ever done to me. Mm-hmm. And I think like it shows well on tape too. I think other people would have a laugh at it too. But for the I didn't do that for the crowd. I did that for me. And for what you're saying to me, I'm registering in my head, and I'm like, I got to do that more often.
Yeah, because then you'll see. It's just like, how long have you been at it now?
But this is my 6th year. I'm going on 6.
Yeah, bro. It's gonna take time. You're gonna find your voice, and until you can talk like how you talk completely off stage, on stage, without that fucking hesitation. When you can be you, and then you have your voice. That's when you can really start. Like, it's not about set up punchline anymore. Uh-huh. It's about me, how I talk and how I tell stories. Yeah, you know.
No. It's one of being like in anything in life, they say be yourself, but in comedy it's so crucial, like to be able to feel like yourself on stage. Like a couple years ago, I was drinking with Tom O'Donnell. He was fucked, and he goes to me, "Jam Easy, you're one of the funniest people I ever met in my life. But when I see you on stage, you don't make me laugh at all." And I was like, damn, yo. But it was like one of those turning point moments where I'm like, yeah, I got to be more like just fucking. And I did get better since then. And like, I'm sure you putting this in my head, my wheels are turning already. And it's like, sometimes you just need somebody to fucking remind you.
When I did my first, so I've showcased for Yucks like maybe like 15 times in my career. Never got signed with them. Okay. Yeah. Maybe like my first real showcase, I fucking crushed it. And me and him are talking, and he goes to me, because at that point, when I first started, I was doing a lot of jokes about my dad and being Indian. And he came to me and said, Russell Peters did that already. Nobody wants to see that. Yeah. Talk about something else. And it affected me so much that was like at a year or 2. Uh-huh. I stopped doing Indian jokes. To this day, I do very little Indian jokes. Right. I hardly ever put on an accent. Because he basically challenged me. And it made me think, like, yo, am I funny just because I'm Indian? You know, is that the only reason I'm funny? So I started, like, I want to be able to make fun of a chair. And can I make fun of this chair without putting an Indian accent on the chair? So I stopped doing Indian jokes for a long... To this day, I hardly ever do Indian jokes.
I'm thinking, I can't think of any off the top of my head.
But I have so much material about family and my dad and all that stuff. It's just... That's easy material. Easy pickings. And I'm going to wait until I have a fan base and I can give them a real, and then I'll die. And I can tell those jokes better now. As a real comedian, when I do the Indian accent, I'm only going to use it when I need to, and it's going to hit so much harder when I need to do it. Because I'm going to go back to all those dad jokes, because they were good jokes. I was killing with them, but he told me not to do it. Yeah. So they're still there, and now I can, 13 years later, I can tell those jokes way better, way more detail. You know what I mean? When I do the Indian accent, because I will eventually go back to it, but it's not going to be like a crutch. They're like, oh shit, he can do this also. Yeah. You know? Yeah. And I'm saving it. I'm saving it for when I have like a special that I have people waiting to watch. You know?
Yeah. You with the Indian accent and your dad, that's me with pussy. I talked so much about pussy when I was new that I was like, stop talking about pussy all the time. You know what I mean? And even if it was like stuff that was doing well, I'm like, I got to fucking do less pussy stuff. Because if all I'm doing is pussy, it's like, have some range.
Yeah, have
You
some
know?
range, exactly.
And even then, everyone can talk about pussy. Everyone's seen a pussy. Well, most people, whatever. Most guys are gonna have their take on pussy. You can only do so many things with pussy.
But that's exactly. So I wanted to get to a point where I was like, I can hit every topic.
Right.
I can hit every topic and be funny and unique enough and have my own perspective on all of these topics.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
And that's where I feel like I'm headed, or that's where I'm trying to stay in that zone.
Yeah, man.
You know?
No, this is it's very cool to hear your perspective. Being 13 years in and me thinking like you have it all figured out, but you're still figuring it out.
Yeah, I have no idea what I'm doing.
And we're just kids in the game.
But yeah, I still get
In the
excited
grand
about
scheme of
bits.
things.
I just wrote a bit about God the other day, and I'm fucking pumped to, work it out. I think it's going to be a really good one.
Yeah, sick. I love religious stuff.
It's not even really religious stuff. It's just like the concept of God.
Okay.
Like, again, how does it make me feel? What is it?
Yeah.
My first approach without having to think about what's funny about it.
Do you think God's a girl or a boy? If you had to guess. Or is that going to
I never really thought of it like that. But obviously, in my head, I think of it as a dude because I just picture The Simpsons, the guy with the beard. You never see his face. You just see the body and the legs,
Yeah.
But I don't know. I don't think God's a dude or a girl. I think it's just I think God is a concept of energy.
Yeah, but is it female energy or male energy? You know what I mean?
It's all energy. It's
I
more
feel
than that.
It's definitely more than that.
Female and male is such a small terms of thinking.
So it's transsexual. You heard it here
No,
first.
not even that. It's like we think on such a human scale. Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
We only think we know because of what we know. Like, we're only limited to our scope of imagination of what we think in our reality. Like when we think aliens fly around and walk around because that's how we get around. You know what I mean? We drive cars, we get out of our car, we park it. You don't see an alien. You think aliens are getting in their spaceship fucking... That's how we think everything is.
Yeah, they could be like transporting or whatever.
This could just be energies that just fucking... Zoop, zoop, zoop. You know what I mean? Like, who knows?
It's fucked that aliens are real.
Yeah,
like, at least
we are alien. Yo, think about it. You know what? Okay, you ever seen... We are literally... Like, think of us as like a... What do you call it? Like a fungus. Like a... What do you call those things that eat other people's brains? Like a zombie kind of like... parasite.
Okay.
Because we're literally a sperm inside of an egg. The sperm is you. The egg is the body. You know what I'm saying? If you were to rip out your brain and whatever comes out with it, it'll be a brain, your spinal cord, and a bunch of wires, which is just a giant version of that sperm. Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And the body is just the sack that you've fucking laid that fucking thing into and you control. But if you rip that out and you look at what that is, it's just the grown sperm.
It makes sense.
Do you know what I'm saying?
I do. I'm picturing it in my head.
I'll send you pictures. I'll show you like what I'm talking about to make it easier to visualize.
Yeah. That's disgusting. So this creature, send this to me. I'm going to send it. I'll put it up on the... This creature lives in you and controls everything inside you. So that's the brain having a bunch of wire. Like, is this...
That's your brain connected to your spinal cord, which is connected to all your nerve endings that go through your body.
Yeah. The ankle bone's connected to the...
That is
shin
literally
bone.
a grown sperm at full
That's crazy.
form.
It looks like an alien.
Yeah, buddy. I'm telling you. Nothing
Aliens
is what
do
you
exist.
know.
We are aliens.
Yeah, nothing is what you know.
That's fucked.
And I don't know what it is. And anyone who tells you absolutely that what it is what it is doesn't know shit. And is telling you that out of an insecurity of not knowing.
I have no like science behind this or anything, but one time I was on shrooms like tripping the fuck out, and I was thinking like, what if we're all just like under a microscope, we're all just like small like organisms and something like we're just a speck in the universe, and there could be like some huge being just looking down on us, like looking at us like, oh
yeah, exactly. Like
James just fucking puked in the toilet over there.
Yeah, exactly. Or they can't even just like that episode of Simpsons where Lisa's like the tooth, remember?
What happens?
You ever seen it?
I have magic school bus on my brain, but
it's just basically what you're saying. It's like we're literally a test tube. Someone's just like, all this is happening for us is so long, but it's like probably who knows how long it's been sitting there. We might be a piece of bread on a planet just fucking existing.
I'll put a warning: smoke weed before this episode.
Yeah. Who knows, bro? We have no idea what's going on. I don't think we'll ever know.
What's going on? What's going on? You know who sings that?
Yeah. No.
Marvin Gaye.
Marvin Gaye. Was
Marvin
he gay?
Gaye.
Did he suck dick? Or was his name Marvin just before that? You know? Sucked the dick and became Marvin Gaye?
I don't think that happened. I don't think that's what Let's Get It On is about.
He was just Marvin before.
But what's cool about what's going on is that song changed R&B music forever. Because before that, it was just love songs and, you know what I mean?
That's a love song.
No, what's going on is about all the wars going on. Father, Father, there's so many of you crying. You know what I mean? All that.
I have no idea.
Everyone's crying, fighting war. Anyways, he went to the producer and said, hey, can I make one song that I want to make? I wrote this song. I love it. He's like, man, people just want to hear you sing about love. Don't even try that. And he's like, listen, let me try it. He tried it. Hit. And the producer said, I guess I was wrong. You could do whatever the fuck you want. And then other artists started coming in, like Stevie Wonder's like, can I do whatever I want to? And he's like, go for it. Stevie Wonder put out like 8 albums that decade and like was like a monster, like Grammys every year. Like, so that's the thing. Same thing you said. Just gotta fucking be yourself and do what you think is right.
Yeah, man.
And
you'll find your tribe.
The public thing. Yeah,
you'll find your tribe.
The tribe is hard to find these days.
Because are you being real?
I don't even know. I guess not. I think so. I think the more honest I am on stage, I do get a better reaction. Whenever I'm telling like
you say some real shit on stage, and even if you don't smash, that's also another thing. Everyone's always trying to smash. Sometimes I'm confident. If I want to smash, I know I can pull out a smash 99% of the time. But I also know that I have new bits I want to work on, and if I can smash with these new bits or just do well with them, and I know I have legs that this is a future smash, that's worth more to me than a smash.
Yeah.
But when you do shit like that, I'll have a set where I do well, and it's like I do pretty well. Maybe the laughs aren't as hard as somebody else was getting them before.
Yeah.
But afterwards, people coming up to me and like, yo, that was like really good. You know? Like you were saying something, you know? Not that you have to say something in comedy. That's just something I strive for.
I know. Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. I got to start using my position as a straight white man and tell people what's really going on in this
You got to
world.
start using your position as a man with a microphone in a silent room.
Yeah.
You know what? You know how much respect that takes to be in a room where everyone shuts up and listens to you.
True.
You know?
Yeah. What a thing we do.
Who cares what race or gender you are?
Yeah.
You have an opportunity to say something that matters or doesn't matter. You know?
Yeah.
What's your prerogative?
Yeah. I don't know if I've ever said anything that matters. I've told like stories about me that like,
but it doesn't have. But see, that's me being ignorant. It doesn't have to matter.
Yeah.
But that's just the kind of comic I'm trying to be.
Yeah.
I like philosophy. I like to philosophize. You know, I like to think about things in a unique perspective.
Yeah.
So I'd like to put that out there. You know, but that's just the type of comic I'm trying to be.
No.
You know, there's very funny comics who never ever talk about anything real.
Name them.
You know, but they're there.
Yeah. No, they're doing great. Ah, man. Anyways, who cares? I'm fucking 5-6 years in. I've got fucking another 15 years before I can really
just don't quit.
Worry about it. Yeah, just don't quit. And honestly, man, I never will.
Yeah.
I
got a couple tips. Don't quit.
Yeah.
Don't sexually assault anybody.
Okay.
Be kind.
So far, so good.
And just try to be funny. That's it. Sometimes you'll bomb, but as you bomb less and less in your career or more, you'll be bombing with grace. Where people are like, he's having a bad set, but I could tell he's a good comedian. I know what he's doing. He knows what he's doing. It's just a bad night in the office.
I actually like having fun and being able to enjoy a bomb.
Yeah, gracefully.
Yeah.
Where they're you're not. Everyone understands that it's going bad, but they know you're not like a bad comedian.
Yeah.
You know, it's weird, but those nights happen.
Yeah. I that one that I did, I kickback. I finished with something that I knew the whole crowd wouldn't like, but the people that would like it a lot. And I got one of those reactions where it's like, oh, what? And like people laughing, people going, no, the whole mix. And when I got off stage, I wrote a note to myself, take bigger swings, you'll hit home runs more often. You'll also strike out more often, but it's worth it to take the big swings.
You have to take risks.
And I also put be funnier more often.
Yeah,
but either way.
Well, here's the thing. Don't try to be funny. You ever met someone that tries to be funny? You ever met a guy in the office who's trying to be funny?
Yeah.
It's fucking too much. Don't ever try to be funny. Be who you are. Be confident that you're funny.
Right.
I'm not trying to be funny. I'm a funny guy. You know? I can tell when people are trying to be funny and when people are funny. naturally.
I'm not acting funny. I am funny.
Yeah, I'm not a fucking clown. This is just who I am. I'm just a funny guy. I'm not out here trying to like, look at me. I'm funny. It's just fucking in the moment. Find your moments, and that means sometimes passing up the joke.
Yeah.
Because it'll pay off more later.
I'm just imagining you t-shirt. You clown makeup is wiping off, and it says, "I'm not a fucking clown. I'm just funny."
Yeah. Fuck.
Merch.
But
All right.
That's just fucking. Stand up is a journey, bro.
It is, and it's a long journey. And the reason I would never quit is because my life was just whatever. Without comedy, I was not to say I had nothing, but I had nothing that I got excited about in life.
I agree.
And no matter what's happening, ups and downs, getting things, not getting things, I'm in it forever now. I'll die on stage and I'll be happy, yo. Put that on a shirt too. All right. Anyways, anything to promote? You got to check out Person, of course. Anything else?
Check out Person. Just support live comedy. Doesn't have to be me. Just fucking support anybody. Go watch live arts. Fucking, I don't know. Be nice to people. Eat mushrooms. Fuck Trudeau. I don't know. What's this podcast called?
Come on now.
Come on now.
Yeah.
Hi, I'm Nitish Sakhuja. Come on now. The podcast.
Hell yeah. All right. Thanks. Peace.
Hi, I'm Nitish Sakhuja. Listen to Come On Now with Jam Easy, Jamuel, James Cummins. Yeah.